Hello and welcome back to screenblue.com. In this lecture, we're going to install Maven in Windows. So now let's go back to our virtual machine here. Since I do not have Windows, I'm actually going to install Maven in the virtual machine. So I'm going to go back into the virtual machine here. Then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google and look for the Maven. So I'm going to do google.com here. I'm going to search Maven download. First one. Then, right? Just like before, we did in Mac, I'm actually going to use zip now here. So I'm going to click that. It's going to say, what do you want to do with it? I'm actually going to do open, and it will take a while. So I'm going to pause this video here, and I'll be back. Seems like it got installed here. So I'm actually going to copy this from this download folder, and I'm actually going to go back in here and actually going to paste it. As you can see here, this folder is in Documents folder now. So next thing I'm actually going to do is let's go to our PowerPoint and follow instruction. Okay, so we first downloaded the Maven tool, then we put it in the Documents folder. Then the third step is to actually add the bin directory of the created Apache Maven directory version to the path environment variable, right? So let's try to do that. I'm actually going to go back to our virtual machine here. So the way you do it in Windows is that you actually go right click in here, then you actually going to go settings, then in here you're going to go system, then in here you're going to do advanced system settings, then in here in the advanced tab in here you're going to see environment variables. Okay, so you're going to click on that. Here as I've already created a variable here with this Maven 3.5.0. So here, as you can see, I've installed the Maven in Documents folder. So I've installed 3.5.2. So I'm going to change from 3.5.0 to 3.5.2. So if you do not have one, right? So all you have to do is click New. Then you provide the variable here. That's a Maven home. Okay, and in here you put the whole path in here where your Maven home is installed, right? You're going to do type C users and whatever your computer folder name is, user folder name is, documents, right? I assume that you have installed, you have downloaded that into your documents. So you're going to provide the whole path in there. So I forgot to save that, so I'm actually going to edit this one again. And I'm actually going to make it 3.5.2. Click OK. And same thing in here. If you don't have Maven underscore home, so you're going to do new Maven underscore home, and you're going to put the path in there. Also in path, right? So if you click it here, so you're going to do edit, and here you're going to provide the path of the Apache Maven, right? So here I have Apache Maven 3.5.0. So I'm going to click this one and edit it and make change to 3.5.2. Okay, now I'm going to save it. So always remember when you do in the path, you have to also provide the bin here, okay, / bin in here, right? So click OK in here, same thing in here, you edit, and you provide the Apache Maven path in here, / bin, okay, click OK in here. So now I have in path, I have the Maven underscore home, got this Maven underscore home here and path as well. So I'm going to click OK. Click OK back in here. Just close this one. And let's also close the browser, right? So we've installed Apache Maven, right? Put it into documents. Then I also added the path of the Apache Maven into the environment variables. So now what you need to do is, let's go back in here, is to make sure that you have Maven installed, typing maven-version. So when you do that, you should be actually getting this nice output here, right? So let's try to do that here. Let's go back to the virtual machine. So I'm going to type command prompt. So you get this command prompt in here. And in here, I'm actually going to do Maven-version. Just give us time in here. And you can see here, it says 3.5.2, right? So before I had 3.5.0. I just installed 3.5.2. And now it's also saying 3.5.2. And it also gives you the Maven home, which is in C users, Selenium GRU, documents, and Apache Maven. Okay, if you have this nice output, that means you have installed Maven successfully. Now, if you're getting some error, you might not have installed Java, so make sure you have Java installed. So I know I can find that out, typing java-test-version, and oops, java-version, sorry. and you can see Java version in here, and you're going to say Java what version you have. Okay, so if you're getting an error, so try to do make sure you have Java version installed, right? So in our first lecture we installed Java, and you might have Java installed already successfully. Make sure you have this nice output, otherwise you will not be able to run the Maven command. So make sure you have this Maven nice output right here. That's it. In this lecture, you guys have installed Maven in Windows as well as in Mac. All right, that's it for this lecture. I will see you guys in our next lecture.